somewhere. It's pouring down raining, kind of, sort of, in a way. And I had an umbrella, but it broke. And I'm gonna tell you this, just like I said, walking through this world, um, like a person that's been, and proverbially, I have been under a veil, but realistically too. I mean, just it is like one person mentioned a dark place. I mean, it's like I still that video that I saw earlier today by mistake just keeps going through my mind. And when I saw that video, and I'm gonna stop talking about it, but when I saw that video, um, it's a horrible thing because that was the turning point for that man. You could tell that I don't know how the men met up or what. It probably was a situation. It could have been a situation where he was in the neighborhood. The other dude got out. I don't know what the situation was. It could have been that this was something that he consented to a portion of it, but the guy turned it into something else. So he was forced into a portion of it, and he allowed himself to live with that, but he didn't know it was going to go this far. But as I was walking, I saw, like, it's about the time where children come home from school and stuff. And I saw this little girl, and I guess the person that went to go pick her up from the bus stop was walking. There's a guy like maybe a quarter mile behind her, but you could tell they were together. And the girl, she was just so reminded me, like all little girls are when we're little, or even me. I was a little girl probably until I was 30 because, again, sheltering myself from things. But, just the confidence of being who you are, wearing what you wear, whatever. And the thought that came to my mind was like, wow, remembering that video of that man, basically he was raped, and it wasn't in a jail, so he was raped. The man was raped. And it's just, I'm like, why do people even have children? You know what I'm saying? Because just all types of atrocities, things that could happen. I wouldn't trust anyone with my child. And then your children grow up to be adults. And, I think about my mom, it wasn't perfect, but she had so many hopes for me. And like where I am in my, and, I was completely, raped in a different way by the system, just like that. The guy was like, why are you doing this? What are you doing? And the system, the guy that was a perpetrator was just like, well, what do you mean? What am I doing? You know what I'm doing. It was like, why do people bring children into this world? I don't understand it, And then I thought about it as I was in the place walking around, and I saw a lot of, single dads with their daughters. And, like I said, it's about that time they probably went to go pick up their child, stop by the store, whatever. And I didn't sense anything weird or bad about those, but you never know, and it's just like, I don't know, just in order to have kids that are going to be safe in this world, you would have to, teach them to be rude and mean ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have nobody tell me that until, like, I was probably like 35, 36, and I was on the bus, and it was a 20-year-old that told me this, because every time I got on the bus, somebody had something to say. This is in Fort Lauderdale. Somebody had something to say, blah, blah, blah. And I remember telling this one girl, wow, I was trying to be nice. And she was like, no. She's like, she's only 20. No, you got to be rude. You have to be rude. And she was with her brother or her friend or somebody that was close to her in a cordial manner. And he was like, yeah, you have to completely be rude. Absolutely atrociously rude. And I wasn't raised like that. I don't know how to do that, So not just rude for a purpose, but rude like crazy rude. Like rude like it just don't make sense rude, And I don't know. I mean, it hurts me, And then when I was in the store, this other woman was talking about how she was pregnant. And there's an 11-year gap between the children or whatever. I'm sure it's not the same dude she was with at first. And I'm just like, people are just popping babies into this world. Why are you doing that? I don't get it. Why do y'all keep doing that? I mean, it's just, in your personal situation, I mean, why are you doing that? If you know that you're on welfare, I mean, that's why I say it's gonna end with me, as far as I can help it. Now with all this crazy stuff they're doing with DNA, whatever, and they have my DNA somewhere, they could probably regenerate a whole new me. But as far as me creating another being to be placed into this crazy world on my own, or my own volition, that's no, And then I think about how the world, like I said, is, seemingly unfair. This man got raped. I saw it with my eyes. He was not consenting. He was loud, and he was trying not to, I guess, say it out loud to the point where the guy would want to murder him or whatever he was going to do. But I mean, wow, you know? And this is not, I saw this with my eyes, but this is not the first time I've heard of something like this. But to see it, when you hear it, like overhear a conversation about something like that, you can close it out. But when you see it with your own eyes and you see the truth that that's actually what happened, it's like, wow. So I don't know. I don't know. It hurts. It saddens me a little bit. I can't even say sad because I think that I've been hurt so much by the things that I've seen that I don't even think I feel quote unquote sad anymore. I don't think it's a feeling. It's just it's different. It's not sad. Sad is a emotion that takes it off of the level, but it's not sad that I'm feeling. It's concern. That's what I'm feeling. Concern, because sadness is like, to me, like it's almost like a request for a pity party. But concern is like you realize that that's what it is. You realize that there's nothing that you can do to fix that. It's out of your hands. But you're concerned because this is an environment that you live in, this world that we live in. So, yeah. And I had other stuff to vlog about, but that just kind of took over everything, because I just don't get it, People are just pumping out babies like it's nothing. But anyhow, and then the thing about it too, on top of that, is that if you do have kids that are quote unquote good kids, which I'm sure, a few of these children that I'm seeing are, it's just, and then the other day, I was looking up, because what happens, I watched that documentary, The Gray Thing or whatever. Then I saw something, it led to something else where it said the guy was murdered. They said he committed suicide, but he was murdered. Then I found something else that was like, crimes. So I started looking up, like, I think I did a search for, like, I don't know, like, I know the story was on, like, Huffington Post or something like that. So I looked up that, and then I saw other stories, looked up stories on that site in the local area. And, I mean, there was a boy. He had to be a boy. He looked like he was, regardless, he was young. He had to be like 18. And they had the guy on his knees. This is a picture they showed. He was in jail. And they had like a dog leash or something. Two other boys had him on his knees on a dog leash. And one of his eyes was like blacked, like swollen. And they posted that picture on Facebook from jail. I just, that's what I'm saying. I don't get it. The system is just so messed up. It's even worse in there. I'm like, what is wrong? And there was a cry out from the mother saying, I want him to pay for his, whatever mistakes that he made, but I don't want him to get killed in the process, So, I mean, it's just, the world is crazy. I mean, the way I feel it, let it end with me. When God, the Father, whoever is running the whole show over everybody, all of us down here, whenever he decides to take me home, that's going to be it. It's not going to be take me home or disperse, whatever you believe, to disperse my atoms into the world, or God forbid, some type of recreation, whatever they call it, whatever, when you because I don't even study that stuff and I don't even think about it. But when you reincarnation, but I mean, if that's the case, like I said, it's going to end with me. If that happens, it's going to be up to the Creator. I'm not going to knowingly, knowing how the world is, bring somebody else into this world. It just don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I mean, yeah. So I'm gonna let that go. I had to pause for a minute because I was walking by. Like I said, I'm in this ghetto area, and what I see, and this is what I'm talking about. What I see standing outside in the rain. I don't know what they're doing. Just standing out there, maybe getting some air. I'm not gonna talk about it, but it's just, yeah. So if you don't have children, don't have any, please. If you have sins of any kind, please try to abstain from them. I know it's not easy because, again, the world is so dark that sometimes you try to escape different ways, but don't, try not to. And even if it's a little sin, like sometimes, like I said, like for me, if I'm not careful, I let out a bad word, and it's not nothing harsh intended by it, but still, that's how it starts, little stuff, and I mean, I don't have anything that angers me right now to make me say angry bad words, but like out of, fear, like something startled me or something like that. But anyhow, I'm gonna end this, but I hope you all are getting what I'm saying, and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this walk in the rain. So bye.